Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel Code for Tech Solutions. Today in this video, we are going to cover a new topic, like we are going to see what are the different options and ways to create a Python views in Python web development. So basically to create a web application in Python, we need to choose some web framework. Like we have the Django framework, which we can use to create a full-fledged web application in Python, and there is a Django REST framework we can choose to create a REST API in Python web development. Next, the crucial thing is that to create a views using this framework, we have multiple options available. So in order to choose the best option which is suitable to our requirement, we must know what are the different options are there for creating a views using this framework. So we are going to simplify how we can create, what are the different options for creating the views using this Django REST framework, and we are going to simplify these views so that you can choose one over the other and you can analyze which one is the best one as per your requirement. So basically, Django REST framework is a powerful framework in Python to create a web application, and for web development, it is a recommended one. These are some options available for creating a views. Let us see one by one. First is a function-based views. So what is a function-based views? Like function-based views are just regular Python functions that accept a request object and return a response object. But they are uh, similar to those in a regular Django views, but they return response object instead of HTTP response object. When we can use this, like for small and simple tasks we can do this. So let us see the example. This is the example. Here we have import statement for component, and here we have get customer, which is a get method, get API, and this is the post customer for post method. So this is an example of function based view. Now let us see what are the pros of the function based views. Like it is a simple and easy to understand, and it is good for small and simple API endpoints. There are some disadvantages as well. Let us see what are the disadvantages. Like it has limited functionality and it doesn't scale well for long and complex applications. So these are some limitations and like disadvantages of function based views. So in short, like we can use function based view for small and simple API endpoints, and it is easy and simple to understand and use. Now let us see the next one, like class based views. So what is a class based view? Like with class based views, like Django REST framework provides several built-in generic views to make a common task like CRUD operations efficiently. Like to handle the CRUD operations, we can use this class based views, and it provides the built-in functionality. This is an example of that. These are some imports, and this is the customer view class, and this is the get method, and this is the post API. And we can see like when we can use this, like when we need more structure, like handling multiple request types in one view. So that time we can use this class based view, and we can add all these APIs within a single class, as you can see in the example. Let us see what are the pros of this one. Like it has cleaner and more maintainable code than function based views for complex views. So when we are dealing with complex views, it is better because it maintains the cleaner code and it is more manageable. In terms of disadvantages, we can say it requires understanding of object oriented programming paradigms. Like at least you should know what is the object oriented programming principles before you start using this class based views. So this is about class based views, like how it is like in when we can use this, and how what are the pros and what are the cons. We have seen that. In short, like we can use it for when we want the built-in functionality, and it is maintainable and cleaner, and for complex views we can make use of this. Next, like generic class based views. So what is generic class based views? Like it provides built-in behavior for CRUD and allow us to focus on customizing other tasks. So apart from built-in in earlier class-based view, it provides the built-in generic view, and here it will provide built-in behavior for CRUD operations. Okay, so that is the difference, and because it has provided built-in features so that we can customize on our business logic and other activities and tasks we can focus on. So this is about generic view, and this is the example of generic view. We can see when we can use this, like when we need a quickly perform basic CRUD operations like create, read, update and delete. That time we can use this. And this is like atom list create view example, and this is another class atom detail view. So we have created a different class for different operations kind of. Now let us see what are the pros of this one. Like this framework provides built-in functionality for common tasks like listing, creating, retrieving, updating and deleting object. And what next? Like there are consequences, there are disadvantages, like it's less flexible for customization. So there is a limitation of customization and it is less flexible in that context. So this is about generic view. So let us see next one, view sets. So this is the most popular way and the recommended way of creating the views in when we are using the Django REST framework. So it is one of the powerful abstraction that combines a set of related views into a single class, and it provides a built-in functionality for actions like list, retrieve, create, update and destroy. So this also provides the built-in functionalities, like we don't need to write much code for CRUD operations, rather it will take care of. Only we need to create a model, and we need to create a view set, and we need to register that view set with the router. With that it will done, and even URL creation will be automatic in this. And this is the example of this one, like these are the imports, this is the view set, and here we have created one view set for our atom, and here query set and a serialization class. Now here you can see viewset.model view set. This is the class which provides automatic operations or actions for list, retrieve, create, update and destroy, all those. So this is the list view class, list view set. It has provided this class will take care of all the CRUD related operations. Now when we can use this, like when we want our framework to handle the basic operations automatically, like in that all the CRUD operations will get handled automatically, and it is extremely convenient for handling the CRUD operations, and it automatically handles the URL routes for each method. Like we just need to register our view set with the router, and that's it. It will take care of URL and all. It will create automatic URL for us, and most of the things will be automatic in this. So, and one more thing, if we need to configure the URLs as well, like this is the default router, and here we can see this is our atom model view set. We have registered a view set with the router 8 here. Like with this it will create the URLs for us. Only we need to mention our application URL and our project URL. In that we can mention what are the URL names and endpoint names we want to configure. That's it. Now this is about a view set. This is we have seen the pros. Let us see the cons. Like it is hard to customize when we need a specific behavior. In terms of a customization, and if you want to specific behavior, in that case it is like a bit hard for that case. Now this is one of the most recommended and most popular way of creating a views as far as the Django REST framework is concerned. If you are using the if you are choosing to for web development in Python, and if you are choosing the Django REST framework, then you can choose this option to create views, so which is recommended and most popular with the DRF framework. Now next thing, like mixin. So mixin, it we can create complex views with the combination of small and reusable building blocks, and it provides several mixins to cover basic CRUD operations. It's like basically it will make use of view set functionality. Like you can see these two query set and serializer class, it is using same as a view set, and additionally it has added some methods on top of that. Like it is a mixing kind of some features it has provided in an automatic way, and it has added its own, so that it's a kind of mixing. Now when we can use it, like when we need a flexibility to mix and match different actions, at that time we can use this mixing approach. What are the pros? Like it is more flexible than using a single view set, and allows to include only operation that we need. As we know, like it is making use of view set functionality, and again it has its own functionality. So in that sense, like it is more flexible than view set. And in case of disadvantages, we can say it requires more boilerplate code than view set, which is obvious because it is giving more features on top of what view set provides. So this is about mixin. Now let us see next one, custom. So what is custom? Custom allows us to add custom logic, as the name suggests, and it gives us a more control over view behavior by overriding methods in view set. And again it integrates business logic, permissions, and authentication mechanism. So this is the example of custom view. Like these are the imports, and this is the class, and here we are using query set serializer class, and here is the permission classes, and this is authenticated option we can use for authentication purpose as such. So when we can use this, like when we need a special logic that doesn't fit into the default views, and whenever we want to add or integrate business logic, permissions, authentication along with custom logic, that time we can go for this custom view related option, which is fitting in that case or scenario. So what are the pros? Like to create a custom logic, or when we want more control over view, that time we can go for this one. And the next benefit is that it allows to include only operation that we need. What are the disadvantages? Like it can lead to complex code and is hard to maintain if not well structured well. So we need to structure it in a manner, or else it will lead to complex and which is hard to maintain. So this is about custom. Like custom, in short, like it allows to add custom logic, as well as it will give us more control over view behavior, and along with that it will add permissions, authentication, and business logic. Finally we can see API view. So what is the API view? Like it will give us full control over the input output processing by manually invoking serializers and writing custom logic to handle requests and responses. So basically it will provide a full control over input output processing, and this is the example of that one. Like we can see these are the imports, and this is the atom model API view, and here we can see the rest of the things are there, and we can see what are the pros when we can use this. When we want full control over data, how data is processed, like formatting it into JSON and other, that time we can use this API view option. Now what are the pros? Like full flexibility in handling request and responses, and what are the disadvantages? Like more boilerplate code and manual management of request handling. So these are some pros and cons of this API view. In short, like we can use when we want a full control over input output processing. In that case we can go for API view. So this is about all the options we have seen. I hope you must have enjoyed this. Now let me so I hope you must have enjoyed this. So do not forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much.